Hello and welcome everyone. We are down to finals day of the Women's Predator Austrian Open. We are here in Sankt Johann in Pongau, down to the last 8, playing the quarterfinals now, chasing down that first place prize of €3,200 and the trophy. This match we have an all-German affair. We have Pia Filler, who is very much in form at the moment, going for back-to-back finals from following her Estonia final where she lost to Yasmin Ocean there, and she's been playing some great stuff, very solid in the European Championships, winning 3 medals, a couple of golds, and also just coming off a good win, well, a good runner-up placement I should say, in the US in that Soaring Eagle Masters, finishing runner-up there. She's playing Simone Kunzel, and she's having a great event. A little bit less experience on the Eurotour it seems, judging by her history, a little bit new to me. Looking there, she has won some junior events some time ago, but she's having a great event here. This is her best run to date. A few years coming back on the Eurotour it seems, having some last 16 and last 32 runs. Game's 9-ball, race to 9, and we have alternate break. But each player will have 2 breaks for those who are just joining us this week. As we've seen Pia breaking off there the first time, she will have another break after this, and then it will alternate across to Simone, and she will have 2 breaks. We also have a 3-point rule in effect, which means each player needs to make 3 points on the break, and you make points by putting a ball or by pushing a ball past the head string. So long as you make a combination of 3 points, that is an okay break. Straight away we can see Pia with a very nice break, making the points and putting a ball, and on for a nice run out here. The balls are sitting lovely. As I say that, has she been able to get on that 3? Judging by her body language, maybe. I think she tried to come up a little bit higher there, but she might be okay. Yeah, having to take a little bit more distance on this 4-ball. But there's plenty of space on that right side of the table, so she can just concentrate on potting the 4. Come back 2 rails towards the center of the table. All about focusing on the 4 here. Nicely done. Yeah, Pia is very much in form at the moment, traveling around as she does with Joshua, playing a lot of tournaments. And she's playing some good stuff. She'll be hoping to go deeper in this event and try to win her first Eurotour of the year. This is the 3rd stop. We've been to Italy and Estonia, but unfortunately the powerhouse of Yasmin Ocean has won both of them, and she is still shooting in the other stream table as we speak. She is on the other table, going for 3 in a row. So these remaining 8 players will be trying to stop her. Yeah, nicely done. Pia's taking these balls very nice. Nice little stop shot here to get 1 rack on the board. we see Yasmin on the other table. She's playing, just kicking off her match there against Katarina Veselowska. Try my best to pronounce that. Apologise if it wasn't as good as it should be. She's playing the other quarter-final match on stream 1, and Mark White is on that commentary, should you wish to watch them both or listen to both. But back to this match. We have the second break of Pia Filler, looking to chase that 1 ball in the side, and that 2-ball wing ball in the corner. Oh, nicely done. Is she going to make the points? There you see, she made 2 balls, gives her 2 points, and then the 5-ball tracking up past the head string, giving her another point. And I have to say that's a awesome break. Lovely shot on the 3 here. 4-ball is pretty close to the corner as well, so depending on the angle, this could be another great chance to run another rack. Yeah, we do have a shot clock in operation for these matches. Standard shot time is 35 seconds, with 1 extension per player of 25 seconds should they wish to use it. However, from the break there is a 60 seconds shot timer. Players just get a little bit of extra following the break. That's normally the way. This pace looks very good. Yeah, this is a nice layout for Pia. A little bit of angle on the 5. If she can bring that cue ball just to the middle of the table and leave a nice angle on the 6-ball, Pia could run, pot the 6-ball and run the cue ball off 2 rails. Yeah, that's great. 2 rails and coming into the direct line of the 7 where she's putting her cue there. Just goes to show how far ahead she's thinking. And the good thing about this angle is she's kind of running into the line of the 7, which is also the best way to play these shots, so you know you're coming into the shooting line. And no hanging around. Pia's looking very confident. She'll be full of confidence as well from doing so well in the States just recently and flying over to Austria. And a perfect start. It looks like once this 9 is deposited, 2-0, 2 racks to the good. Nicely done by Pia. That's the perfect start, keeping your opponent in the chair. And also, if you do win the lag, as we've seen there with Pia going first, she will have the first, well, she will have 4 breaks out of the first 6 racks. And if she's breaking like that, it's a big advantage to get a good foothold in this game. Let's see Simone, see her break. Yeah, she made the wing ball. Didn't make the 1. However, Simone did make the points. Bit of a shame that 1 ball didn't go in the side because she was quite nice on the 2. However, as the 1 didn't go down, she will have to focus on trying to find a solution to play a shot here. She might have to play a push out because not really a shot on this one. Yeah, just pushing out to the top of the table, not really much she could do there. She could have tried to put a ball safe or make a bit of a mess of the table. It's normally what players do sometimes. There is a back option here, depending how Pierre's feeling, and if it's pretty straight, she can play this with a little bit of pace and try to use the 2 ball for cover. Bouncing the 1 ball a couple of rails, just... oh, she's not even thinking about it. Don't blame her, that was a good shot. Maybe not wanting to push the board out too early. If you see a good safety, then there's no harm in playing it. Has she left an edge though? Maybe between. That'll be a bonus for Simone if she can hit it. Oh wow, she could. So Pierre finds herself in a little bit of trouble. That little gap there made all the difference. This will probably have to be an up and down from the short rail. If Pierre can catch this pretty full without disrupting the 2 ball, good things can happen. She could get a hook. There's a couple of balls there, maybe the... oh, she's potted it. Wow. What a shot. Yeah, it'd be a bit of a punishment. Big blow this. It was a good safety by Simone, and it can happen sometimes when players are trying to make full contact. There was a chance of that. Of course, you don't expect Pierre to make those all of the time, but in this case it went down, and she has a great chance here to run the rack. Yeah, she's looking very good in terms of composure here. I mean, Pierre is always very methodical, picking her shot, looking her line. She has got a very steady pace around the table as well, and obviously all the work practicing with Josh as well as paying off. You can see this in her results recently. Pierre also playing in the men's Eurotour and events as well, and doing some damage there too, so improving all the time. Quite nice angle here. Can just punch this off the long rail, come back down below her right hand. Be nice if it bounces. Yeah, just have to jack up a little bit on this. A little bit. One of those shots where, yeah, going forward maybe wasn't the easiest one. You would have came more into the line, so having to jack up a little bit, and cue ball's gone away a little bit. just puts a bit more pressure on this 9. It's not as straightforward as it could have been. Now right in the centre of the pocket. Yeah, Pia's looking very dangerous, and Simone will have to see if she can make something happen on her next break. She will have one more break. Just while the balls are being racked. Quick update on the other matches. So we have other quarterfinals going on as well. We have Ina Kaplan from Germany. She's 3-1 up against Nina Torvund. We also have another strong German, Angelina Lubinaz, 2-2 versus the young Jolien Sherman from the Netherlands. She's having a great tournament. There's Jolien. Very good upcoming player from the Netherlands. And Yasmin is 2-0 down against Weselaska. So all to do there. But back to this match. Simone 3-0 down. Desperately needs to get this rack on the board, because after this break Pia will have 2 breaks again. Oh, she might get a lucky ball there. Yeah, that was fortunate. Didn't get the wing ball. One ball was off the middle. But as in 9 ball, you do get bonus balls sometimes, and she got one there. Made the points as well, so keeps control of the table. Yeah, maybe she's forced into playing this 1-2 combo. There's a bit of distance between these balls. It's not easy. 2 is pretty close to the corner, so if you can kind of pot the 1 as if you would pot it, just a nice pace, the 1 should steal for the pocket. No, she's not even risking it, trying to play that safety hook behind the 7. It's not bad, mind. Has she left an edge? Not sure. Pia looks like she has an edge. Yeah, a bit more of a containing safety. It's difficult to get some cover there. It's not a bad shot. Someone try and get some cover. Just trying to use the 9 ball and the 6 ball. I'm not sure if there's a gap there. If not, there's a definite jump shot. You will see in a moment. Oh, there you see it. Tell you what, that looks very close. And with the 2 ball being close to the pocket, maybe she can bend it a little bit. Not sure. She has the jump cue, so given the 1 ball being so close to the corner, I do fancy Pia to make this jump. It's not a high tariff jump, just got to get in between the balls really. It's not a full ball jump. This one is very makeable. Oh my goodness, she's jumped onto the ball and kicked it off the table. I think maybe because of where the 9 ball was, Pia was trying to jump past that. It was a good chance that I did fancy Pia to make that jump, but didn't. So great chance for Simone here to get something going. And the good thing here is that 3 ball is not really in an ideal place. However, 5 ball is in a perfect place following that 3 ball, so this is going to turn out to be quite nice. Just bump this cue ball off the rail. It's fine if she leaves a relatively straight 5 ball as well, just to leave a nice angle to come across, come up beyond the 6. Yeah, she can just play a stop shot here. That should give her a bit of an angle to come back across for the 7. So great chance to get one on the board. Yeah, somewhere where the cue ball is now will be fine. She could come all the way across if she chooses, depends how she feels. Don't want to be straight on the 7 though. Prefer that to not be on the rail. Yeah, she's got a bit more angle than she needed, so she'll have to go forward, I think, yeah. 2 rails and come back round. Well, that's what she's trying to do, and that's the danger, I think. She came too far across the table. Would have been much better to be in the centre of the table. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity, and she's left Pia an open shot on this 7 with a natural angle. Just play this with maybe a little bit of left, just to bring it straight back up towards the 8 ball. Yeah, it's a bit short. She can obviously pot the 8 ball, but she really wanted to be another foot or so closer, because now it's a bit of a draw shot, or she goes forward, but it depends how she's feeling. Looks like she's going forward. Yeah, cued it pretty well. Overran a little bit, and she is on the rail. Just puts an extra bit of pressure on this shot. Good thing is it's kind of a natural to avoid the scratch, so she can play this with a little bit of pace and feel comfortable that the cue ball will just run a okay course off 2 rails maybe. Oh, she has missed it though. Yeah, so a few little misses here. That was a good chance. I think that all came from the 7 to 8, leaving the 8 ball a little bit more tricky than she would have liked. It was a good 8 ball, but did leave a tricky 9. So does Simone go for the bank, or does she just try to get safety here? Yeah, it's not bad, but she could have the same kind of shot again. Unless Pia wants to go for the bank, she could just play off the right edge, kind of try and put the 9 ball back where it was and send that cue ball up the table. But she might go aggressive. Looks like she's queuing a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. Pro side. But then Simone comes back to the same problem again. Is she going to get forced into a bank? This one looks a little bit more attackable, if I can say it that way, just because it's kind of right on the diamond in the middle, at the bottom in the short rail, and the cue ball is more to the right, so it does look like a good bank opportunity. This, trying to hit it pretty straight in the face. I think the time caught her out there. She maybe used her extension already. I don't recall her using it, but maybe she did. The referee calls time. There's only 10 seconds to shoot. Maybe she was a bit rushed there. Oh wow, goodness me. Nobody wants this one. Wow. Big surprise that she didn't take that in the bottom corner. That looked very potable. I understand being cautious and maybe not taking too many risks, but when your opponent misses a 9-ball like that, that was a great opportunity to kind of punish Pia a little bit, make her feel the pressure. If somehow she can bank this, or is it going over the middle, or is she okay? She wants that to stop. Yeah, it's a pretty good bank effort with the safety in mind. Now Simone has the same problem. Is she going to take one on, or is she going to play safe again? I feel at some point you're kind of going to go for it. If she takes this one on but not the previous one, I would have thought the previous one was a little bit easier with kind of hand on the table. Wow, great shot. What a great 9-ball. Fantastic. So Simone gets one on the board. A few uncharacteristic misses there from Pia. Chance to go 4-0 with 2 breaks was a huge advantage. Of course, a 3-1 is still a good place to be. Quick update on the other scores. Ina Kaplan is 4-2 up against Nina Tovand. Yasmin Ocean is 4-0 down against Wezalowska. And Angelina Lubinaz is 4-2 up against Jolene Schumann. Still plenty of time in these matches. Race to 9. Here we have 2 breaks coming from Pia. She has been breaking well. Gets the 1-ball and the wing ball. Where's the 2 going to be? Well, the 2 is going to be dressing up absolutely perfect. And I wonder if she's got a nice 2 rails from this 2-ball, just a thread around the back of the 4 and head down to the line of the 3. Looks like it might be. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, she does have a line here. So that worked out very nice indeed. The angle on this 3, it's a little bit straight, but I think she can still play this off 1 rail. Just come back up the middle of the table. As long as she's above the 5-ball, that will be more than fine. She might need an extension on her cue for this. Not sure if she can reach it. But again, not a bad angle. She can pot this with a little bit of top and left hand spin, come off the top short rail onto the left long rail. It's a bit of a stretch, but she might even draw this. Now she could go 2 rails. She's hooked herself. I think that was down to the stretch. She kind of more stunned it. But jump cue is out. This is a high tariff one. That was a good effort. I think she's going to stick it up. Yeah. Wasn't a bad angle on the 4. I think just the stretching made it a little bit more maybe difficult to control. But another chance falls to Simone here. This is a good chance. She does need to put a bit of a shot on this 5. I think she has to come back. I'm not sure if she can go forward. Yeah, she's digging down, so this will be a bit of a stroke. Needs a bit of power. Yeah, that's not bad. Kind of didn't go too crazy. Just take a long 6 ball in the corner rather than trying to do a deep draw shot. Yeah, I'm not sure if she might have to try and hold this one. The centre pocket's in play if she wants to come off the side long rail maybe. Unless she can just avoid that. Yeah, she kind of had to hold it. Cued it very nice though. Just a little draw shot back here. Yeah, decided just to take it. Very easy going. I like the way that Simone is taking these balls. Yeah, punishing Pia for that mistake. And all of a sudden, what could have been 4-0 a few moments ago, it's now 3-2. Simone will feel a lot more comfortable in her chair. I'm sure Pia is still fine, but she'll be a little bit frustrated that she hasn't capitalised on a couple of those chances. Golden, absolutely golden breaks, really. But she has another break. She would love to get this one. Oh, that 2 ball just drifting up the table. That was very close to being an illegal break. But again, Pia makes the 1 in the side and a wing ball. And with another chance on the 2 ball. Mistakes are creeping in here all of a sudden for Pia. She's smiling there. She's had a few golden opportunities to extend her lead. It's just giving Simone a little bit of confidence that she's still in this match. Needs to jack up here and try and stop the shot dead if she can't have a shot on this 4 ball. Tough shot. Played it very nice. She's growing in confidence, Simone. That was a nice shot indeed. Is it hard enough? Looks very tight. Judging that she's checking the 7 ball maybe tells me that she might be okay. know what she's played there. She was trying to come around. She's kind of put herself into a spot of trouble here. This is a tester. Yeah, she asked herself a big question there. I don't know what she was trying to do on the 6th ball. Maybe she did try to run it round to the other centre. But she did leave a very tough 7 there. And this is also a tough shot for Pia. But Pia will be very happy to come back to the table with a chance on it. Yeah, nice shot, just playing it at a very good speed. It did wobble, but giving the ball every chance to go in. She can just stun this back up above where her hand is now. Try and get it above the middle pocket. That would be ideal. That's perfect. Well played. I'll be delighted with this. A bit of a blow there for Simone. She was putting the pressure right back on Pia from all of a sudden, feeling like she's out of this match. Nicely done. Takes a 4-2 lead, and that'll make Pia feel a lot better. You see a glance at the other table. Yasmin come to the table. She is 5-1 down, so a lot to do in that match. Ina Kaplan is 5-2 up, and Angelina Lubinaz is 5-2 up as well. So all matches on their way. So Pia's taking a short time out. I think Simone is also taking a short time out, potentially. We'll just take a few minutes and we will rejoin when they both come back into the arena. Back in a moment. Players are back in. Simone looking to break. Yeah, scratch there. So ball in hand for Pia. She can't pot the one, but it looked like she's opting to play. Bit of a tight safety here. It's not a bad idea because the balls are quite congested in some respects. Maybe Pia is seeing an opportunity to try and get a second foul and see if that gives her an opportunity for a third foul. I think there is a one cushion escape here. No. So that's 2 fouls. And the balls are open. It's always a funny situation like this. You feel in a normal game, just a normal regular scratch, you would just run the balls out. I think PI is looking to run the balls out, but sometimes when you have 2 fouls, you kind of feel like you need to chase it sometimes. But looking at this layout, it would make sense to go for it. That 4 ball is probably the key shot from 3 to 4. Not sure how the cueing is when she goes down on this 3 ball. Is she a little bit hampered or not? Looks like she's going to bring the cue ball back to the center of the table, judging by how she was lining up there, which tells me don't know if she can go 1 cushion. She might have to go 2. She's looking now on the left side of the table, which I think is a better option just by where the 3 ball is. Just play naturally up off the short rail and come down into that little gap on the left side of the table. Gives her some options. Yeah, I do like that shot. Going the other way, trying to come to the center of the table, it's quite dangerous if you overhit that. Whereas this way she can go below the 5 for the 5 in the top corner or 5 in the left center. She could even try and draw it out or run it round. There's plenty of options here. Just what she feels comfortable with. Needs to hold up. She might need an extension on her cue again. Maybe she can just lean over. Can she avoid the 9 and just draw out from the long rail? Go under the 7 maybe. Needs to slow down. Oh, that's landed. Maybe a little bit funky. Yeah, might be bridging a little bit here. Over the 9. Yeah, needs a little bit more care this one. The 7 is there, so it just needs to focus on the 6. Oh, I played it well. Could do with it running a bit more. What a great shot that is. Yeah, another nice shot there. Cued it well. Do the same again, pretty much the same shot. Just draw this 8 ball in, play the 9 ball in the same corner. A pretty good run out there for Pia. Wasn't straightforward, but I do like the offensive play. Instead of trying to chase that third foul, she decided to just run the balls out. That gives her the rack. 5-2. Simone has another break to try and close that gap. Yeah, quick update on the other table. Yasmin is now 6-2 down. So the gap is pretty much the same, but Kozlowska is getting close at that finish line. Ina Kaplan also getting close to that finish line on 7-2 versus Nina Tovand. And Angelina Lubinaz is on 6 versus 2 for Jolien Schumann. So matches are a little bit one-sided on different tables, but still time. Another break from Simone here, trying to avoid the scratch. See if she can make that one ball in the wing ball. Makes the one. Does she get the points though? She doesn't. So that's an illegal break. And Pia can see the two. It's potable. There is some cover. She can split the balls and kind of send the 2 ball towards the 9. Put the cue ball on the right side of the table if she wishes. She can also double the 2 ball out of there, whatever she chooses, but yeah, the only thing with this shot was the gap between the 5 and the 3 was there, quite large, but I think she's played it well. Don't think she's left an edge. If anything, it'll be very, very thin if she can't touch anything. Yeah, that looks extremely tight. And the risk of this is if you catch it wrong, you could push the 2 further down the table without any real cover. Oh, but she played it well. What a great shot. So a bit unlucky there with Pia, but the gap was there, so you had to get it bang on. And now a kick shot needed. I don't expect Pia to miss the 2 ball. It's pretty close proximity. It's just what kind of contact does she have? I mean, if she can hit it full in the face and get it out there, leave the cue ball in the same place. Where's the 9 going? Oh, how about that? Goodness me. I'm almost certain that she didn't play that. But that's how 9 ball works. If it goes down, so long as you contact the lowest ball, you will take it. I think that's the first fluke 9 ball I've seen. I did most of the men's over the last few days as well, and haven't seen a single fluke 9 or even a golden break, so quite rare. But 6-2, and now with 2 breaks of her own, big twist in this match. Yeah, that was a bit of a miss hit. Didn't really catch them how she has been breaking. So it was an illegal break, and the 1 ball is over the corner. 2 ball is potable, but needs a little bit of attention to get there. Not so straightforward. If Simone does go forward with topspin and side, there is a bit of traffic there. She may even come down the middle of the table. Might be a better option. That was always the risk for me. There was too much traffic there. Had to be absolutely perfect, so jump shot will be coming, I think. pretty good hit, but it's going to dress up a little bit. A chance for Pia. So not really punished on her break there. It was a tricky 1-2 ball, has to be said. I do think maybe she chose the more complicated way, but it might have been the only option. Wasn't too far off. Yeah, hard to tell if potting this 2 ball, will Pia go into the 8 ball? Maybe. If so, then she needs to manage. It might drift down for the 3 in the side potentially, or can she avoid the 8 altogether? Okay, interesting. It doesn't go past. Maybe she thought she could hold a bit more for the 3 cut back in the bottom right. This is a tough shot, this one, unless she doesn't take it on. Maybe just rolls up and gets cover. Does have a natural angle to come off the side rail and back out for the 4. Yeah, great shot. Nicely done. 5-6 is going to be key here. 5 ball is quite close to that centre pocket, and sometimes when you try to play a bit of a bounce off the rail, you can sometimes catch that middle area. The cue ball can react a little bit funny sometimes. So let's see what angle she has. That's not nice at all. I don't think she can come backwards, because that middle pocket is becoming even bigger. And going forwards, this is where you can catch the middle part of the pocket. But you will have to run it forward quite some distance to have a shot on this 6 ball in the bottom left. This would be some shot. Wow, give her 10 out of 10 for effort there. That was a great shot. A lot more trickier than it looked. She actually overhit it. Hit it too well. Well, that's an excellent 6 ball, really. She's taken some really good shots here. And she has a very nice 2 rail shot on the 7. Kind of play this a bit of draw and spin. Pull this off 2 rails into the line of the 8. That's a great shot. If she can reach this. Stretching, but not too much, and just draw this down. What a great clearance this will be. Excellent stuff. That was a really high quality run out. And punishing Simone there for a chance that she did have. She didn't take it. And that puts Pia 7-2, 2 away from the finish line and getting into the semi-finals. So one more break from Pia. She'd love to get this one and make it to the hill. That's a better hit. She is going to make the points, and that 2 ball is going to dress up as well. A couple of balls, lovely break. Yeah, and a great chance here. This is, I don't know how straight she is on the 2, but if she has a little bit of angle, she can punch this off 2 rails. Yeah, there we see it. She can force the angle. She could go straight up and down if she chooses, but maybe going around the 6 on the short rail, up to the long rail, past the 7. But because she's bridging, maybe. No, she can get in there. I think 2 rails might be the better option here. Yeah, nicely done. 5 is close to the corner as well, so probably play this 4 ball up off the top rail and just come back down. Yeah, a little bit straighter than she maybe would have liked. Just means where she leaves the cue ball is kind of important, because you don't want to be perfectly straight here. She might actually just draw this back, you know, and just leave a bit more of a cut on the 6 ball, sorry. She might be close to the rail. Yeah, I like that. Punch this off the short rail, or can even run off 2 rails. Play the 7 in the left hand centre pocket. That's a bit of a poor one, I think. I think she's gone the wrong side of the 7. So this might be a little bit of a power shot if she has enough angle. Can she punch this in the centre? 3 rails, go all the way around the table and back up table. This would be some shot. Be a lot of power on this. 1, 2, 3. It's a great effort. It's not a bad result, mind. And this is just concentrate on the pot and let the cue ball just drift down the table. Should be fine on the 9 in the bottom corner here. Oh, it's fantastic. So I have to say, I think the first part of this match, Pia was flying. Maybe a little bit of a wobble in the middle, but then she's definitely stepped it up towards the end. Great stuff. Nicely done. Gets on the hill. Another break and run there. 8-2, everything to do for Simone here. She does have 2 breaks, and she desperately needs them. Quick update on the other table. Ina Kaplan still on 7. Nina Toven got 1 back to 3. Yasmin has got another 1 back. She's now 6-3 down. Angelina Lubinaz is on the hill, 8-2 against Jolene Schumann. Just hearing some clapping there going on, and that is, yeah, Veselowska is on the hill, 7-3 against Yasmin. So Yasmin will need something to happen there to get back in that match, and it looks like Veselowska's breaking as well. So back to this one. Pia on the hill, Simone with 2 breaks. She's pushing that 1 ball a bit high. It's a dry break. shot on the one for Pia. However, the 2 ball is not in a good place. I don't think she has the angle to really do much here. It's kind of going away from the 2. Even if she pots the 1 and draws into the 5, still don't see a real shot. Yeah, Pia might pop this 1 and maybe play safe on the 2. There is a bank on the 2, but we're just looking for aggressive options there. I think she can obviously play safe on the 1, but that 2 is a problem, so it would be nice to get the 2 out of there. That's one way to play a safety shot. That is not what she played, but what a result it is. And this is not nice to kick at either. The 5 ball is a problem. The 9 ball and the 8 ball is a bit of an issue. I don't even know if the 2, not sure if that 2 rail escape is even on. Yeah, that 5 ball was huge. That was a big roll there by Pia. Now she's got ball in hand. She might even be able to find a way to inflict a little bit more pain and put. Put Simone in trouble again. Maybe play a thin edge. Try and put that 1 ball right next to the 2. Yeah, this one's a lot easier to hit. Well, compared to the last one anyway. There's a 1 rail escape here. Don't know if it's a combo in the bottom left corner. That would be interesting. Yeah, much more in favour of Simone hitting this one. I think the shot clock just maybe caught Pia out a little bit. She would have maybe put her in a tougher one. This 1 rail escape. Yeah, 2 balls going close. Could be there. Wow, there you go. What a crazy one. Maybe she thought it was kind of on, but what a shot that is. Yeah, what a turnaround in this rack. All of a sudden, Pia looked to be in full control there. Wow. It was a decent hit. And a bit of a fortune there again. I think there might be an edge of the 1 maybe. Not much. Don't know if she can pot the 1. Maybe she can. But getting to the 3 will be a very good shot. She might have to. Yeah, she can. She might have to dig right down on this. This is a tough one. Yeah, that was extremely tough. Didn't really cue it how she would have liked. Not a bad outcome though. Of course the 1 is potable, but it's extremely thin. Don't know if Pia can drag the cue ball to the right side if she is taking this on. No, I didn't think so. It was very thin. It's a pretty good 1 ball though. Yeah, it's a good shot. Yeah, it was a pretty good kick, but it's always going to be hard to get some cover. This is potable. And I think there's an angle here to cut this in. Come down the long rail, short rail, in between the 7 and 9 and head up towards the 3. I don't know if the middle pocket comes into play. Oh, she could even go around the 9, that's even better. Still, this is a big shot coming up on this 3 ball. This could be a forced follow. I don't think she can draw because of the 6 ball. She might have to punch this in with loads of spin and try and take this cue ball up table and back down for the 4. Oh, this is a great shot. How's your luck? Yeah, that was deserved. That was a very good 3 ball. That's not how she wanted to play it. She is on this 6 ball, but wanted to be a little bit more to the left, not so close to the rail. Only good thing is there's no traffic on the left side of the table, so just concentrate on the pot and you will have a pretty okay shot on the 7 and a chance to win this match. Centre of the pocket. Very good. Oh, she got into that too much. It's worked out okay though. She will have to go up and down. Possibly go 2 rails. Just play naturally. I'll play with a bit of topspin. Maybe a little bit of left hand spin. Come 2 rails. She can stun it as well. Up table and back down. But maybe go forward. Nice to be away from that rail. So this shot to get Pia into another semi-finals. Yep, there we go. Solid stuff from Pia, has to be said. She was very good in that match. Simone battled hard but wasn't meant to be. Pia's breaks and runouts were just far too strong there, so she moves on to the semi-finals, which will be coming up around about 1 PM local time. Quick update on the other score. Angelina Lubinaz is now through as well, 9-2. I believe she will probably play Pia, if my maths is correct. Yasmin is 7-4 down to Alaska, and Kaplan is 7-4 up in her match as well. So still some pool going on. My name is Graham Hickman, and I'll be back around 1 o'clock for the semi-finals with the good Mark White. But for now, we will leave you watching this match, and you can go over to the other stream to watch the conclusion of Yasmin. And we will speak to you soon. Bye for now.